everything ends. The conversation you are having right now will end. This day has already ended. This season of your life, whatever it looks like, will one day be a memory. And if you are like most people, that thought makes something tighten inside your chest. But tonight, I want to offer you the last paradox, the strangest and perhaps the most beautiful one of all. What if the end is not where things stop? What if the end is where everything truly begins? There was a Thai forest monk named Ajahn Chah who spent decades teaching in a small monastery surrounded by trees. One day, he held up an ordinary glass in front of his students. He said, "Do you see this glass? I love this glass. It holds my water admirably. When the sun shines through it, it throws light across the table. When I tap it, it makes a beautiful sound. But in my heart, this glass is already broken. One day the wind will knock it from the shelf, or my hand will slip while washing it, or the shelf itself will rot and collapse, and the glass will shatter. That much is certain." Knowing this does not make me sad. It does the opposite. Because I know the glass is already broken, I enjoy every single moment I have with it. I drink from it fully. I hold it gently. I notice the light passing through. The ending is what makes the present precious. If this glass lasted forever, you would never once stop to look at it. In Buddhist understanding, nothing truly ends, it transforms. A candle does not die when its flame goes out. The warmth stays in the room. The light has already touched everything it needed to, and if another wick is near, the flame passes forward. A wave does not disappear when it breaks on the shore. It pulls back into the ocean and rises again somewhere else. The Buddha called this paticca samuppada, dependent origination. Every ending is a condition for the next beginning. Every death is a seed. Every closed door is the pressure that pushes open the next one. The end of your old self was the beginning of who you are now, and who you are right now is already quietly becoming someone new. In the 1990s, a psychologist at Stanford named Laura Carstensen made a discovery that overturned everything we assumed about growing old. She studied people across every stage of life, from teenagers to people in their 90s. She expected that the elderly, being the closest to death, would be the most anxious, the most regretful, the most afraid. She found the exact opposite. Older people reported deeper friendships, less unnecessary conflict, more gratitude, and more joy in small, ordinary moments than anyone else. Carstensen called this the positivity effect. And the reason was not denial, it was clarity. When you know your time is limited, you stop wasting it on arguments that do not matter. You forgive faster because you understand that holding a grudge costs more than letting it go. You watch the sunset instead of scrolling past it. You say I love you more often because you know what it means to run out of chances. The awareness of the ending is what finally teaches people how to live. And so here we are at the end of this arc, the fifth and final paradox. But really, all five have been saying the same thing in different voices. That letting go is not losing. It is opening your hands so something new can land in them. That admitting defeat is not weakness. It is the first honest breath you have taken in years. That the less you chase happiness, the more room you give it to find you. That you have to be nobody before you can be anybody worth being. And tonight, the last one, the end is not the enemy. The end is the door, and every door opens both ways. So tonight, as this arc comes to a close, I want to say something simple. Thank you for being here. For 5 nights and 5 paradoxes you stayed, you listened, you let these ideas sit with you in the dark, even when they were uncomfortable. That takes more courage than you think. If any of these episodes meant something to you, share them with someone who might need to hear them tonight, and subscribe so you do not miss what comes next. Because we are not done. A new arc is coming soon. New stories, new questions, new quiet conversations before sleep. But for now, let this be enough. Let this be the end. And trust that somewhere inside this ending, something new has already begun. Good night.